Yeah, yeah. We are here. We are here. Shout out to everybody on this Friday. Thank God for another day. It's a beautiful day down here in South Florida. As usual, we got a lot of people gonna be checking in from work. A lot of people home right now. Shout out to all the college kids that's getting ready to go back to college. Shout out to all the kids that recently started back going to school, elementary, middle school, high school. Shout out to all the hard workers out there, man. All the truck drivers, of course, all the nurses, you know, everybody, man, that have a job that is listen, it's regular jobs out there, but it's stressful jobs out there. You guys know what jobs I'm talking about, man. Chauncey, what's going on? It's stressful jobs out there, man. It's people just stress all day. But one advice I can give you: don't do not bring your job home with you. Leave your job where it's at. You know, I'm gonna talk about that for a second, man. I want to talk about jobs today, right? Because just because you might have a better job than your brother or your sister, what makes you think that you're better than your brother than your sister, man? You ain't nothing. Like I'm gonna tell you guys straight up. Like the Bible said, we ain't nothing. The Bible said that. I didn't say that. We are nothing. We're dust, yo. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter what you do, where you work. Everybody, nobody is bigger than anybody, man. So shout out to everybody at work today. Like I know a lot of people, you might have a greater position than somebody else that you work with, but at the end of the day, you gotta humble yourself. You know, that's a good character I have, man. I was always able to like humble myself, no matter where I go, no matter what situation I'm in. I'm always like, I'm always the quietest dude in the room, man. You know what I mean? Humble. And I'm gonna remain the quietest dude in the room. A lot of people, when I meet a lot of people, man, and they like, oh, you that dude from YouTube? I'm like, yeah. They like surprised that I'm really a quiet person, man. I'm really like in real life. I'm quiet, calm, laid back. The only downfall, well, you know what? We're not gonna get into that because we all got downfalls. But I'm gonna get into that. It bothers me when I see people being treated bad, and I always feel that I always feel in my heart that I gotta do something or say something about it, and I need to learn how to cut that out. I don't know. Yeah, I need to learn how to cut that out, man, and kind of like pick my battles. because we can't battle everything. You know what I mean? We can't. That's why today we're going to talk about mindset today, man. There's a lot of people out there, man, like they waking up this Friday and your mindset is just all over the place, man. You're worrying about things that if you really break it down, it doesn't even make no sense. You know, you're stressing about things that, like right now, a lot of people, especially women, shout out to all the women out there, like no disrespect, but especially women, man, like waking up on a Friday, stressing about what you wearing to work. You got kids, they waking up, they stressing about what they wearing to school, stuff like that. Stressing. When you got people in countries, they don't even have anything to wear. They gotta wear what they got. You know what I mean? You got people in some countries that if they get something to eat right now, they're appreciative of it. They're appreciative of every little thing. You know what I mean? So I think mankind need to change their mindset, the way how you think, things that you worry about, things that you chase. Like people wake up every day trying to be somebody other than the person that they see in the mirror, yo. And that's crazy. That's what people be trying to be like, man. I woke up this morning and scrolling through YouTube and I came up on this YouTube video. It's this channel I like to listen to, right? And I'll be honest with you, it is kind of like a little gossip channel that I'm trying to like stop listening to. That dude just ran the red light that I'm trying to stop listening to. But it's a reason I think it's a reason I think God keep taking me over there, man, because sometimes I listen to the things that they're talking about and I can't like believe some of the stuff that they're talking about, man. Like today they were debating about man's like basically like they were debating about man's purse, man bag and stuff like that. And I was just listening, man, and I'm thinking to myself like, where have this world gone to, man? Where is this world going? You know? If that's what you're debating about, man's purse, man bag. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about man bag like like talking about these bags that literally look like woman's purse. You know what I mean? But hey, if you wear them, that's your prerogative. But we're not even gonna get into that. But let me know. Hey, leave a comment on that particular. Leave a comment on that one, man. Let me know how you feel about that. let me know. Well, shout out to everybody out there, man. A lot of people out there, man. You don't know it, but well, you should know it. But a lot of people out there, man. You think people are with you, but it's somebody right now. It's somebody in your corner right now hoping for your downfall. There's somebody in your corner right now hoping for you not to get ahead. It's somebody right now they wish you didn't wake up this morning, man. Everybody got a hater. And the greatest gift you can ever ask God for is to show you. You know what I mean? Everybody got a hater, man. You know? You gotta realize, you gotta recognize, you gotta be able to see through people, man. You gotta be able to see people intentions when they're coming at you. You know? You gotta know who's a friend and who's a foe. You gotta know when to say yes and when to say no. You gotta know when to stay and when to go. These things you gotta know. You know what I mean? Friday, a lot of people got paid today. Of course, you know the bills come first, but a lot of people out there, man, they're gonna be bragging about how much money they made, how much money they're making, or how much money they're gonna make, man. Like, don't you know you can lose it all? Like right now, you could literally lose it all right now, and that's the problem with the world right now, man. I mean, everywhere you turn, like you turn left, you turn right. That's all people's talking about. Money, money, money. How I know? Cause I used to do it. I used to say on my channel, "Yo, we make money like it ain't funny in food service." So I know I got a lot of people to come into food service with that slogan. So I'm not different and I'm not better than anybody. I was king center. You know what I mean? So I never act like I'm better than people. I'm just telling people, man, like sometimes you gotta clean up your focus, clean up your mind, change your mindset, just change the way you approach life, man. You know what I mean? Like if you're struggling right now, if you working and you struggling to pay a car payment, like turn that car in, man. You're just trying to be of this world. Like you know that you got that phrase, you trying to keep up with the Joneses. Like just turn that car in. Go buy your little used car. What's wrong with a used car for $2,000, $3,000, right? Go get you that. Drive what you can afford. Go where you can go. Know what you can know. Do what you can do. You can't do what the other man is doing because you don't know what they got going on. Like people nowadays, they always trying to play keep up. You know, they always trying to play keep up. We ain't trying to play keep up with nobody, man. You gotta be built different. And if you're not built different, you gotta rebuild yourself. Hey, you know how I knew I was rebuilt different though, as a young man growing up. I still remember like back in the days, like even as a young kid, like in the hood, right? Because I grew up in a hood in Jamaica, right? Let's just say it's a fight. Everybody was running to the fight, bro. I was going in the opposite direction. Stuff like that don't excite me. That's just a little example. Cause my mindset was always different, man. Right? I This phrase is gonna go over a lot of people's head, right? And a lot of people is not gonna get it. And a lot of people they're just gonna look at the plain fact that, oh, you're stupid, you're gonna get wet. But I do not run in the rain. Anybody know me? If you really know me, you ever see me coming through the rain, I do not run. And it's actually kind of like a deep thing when you really think about it. Like, because when you look at the environment, right, and what's going on in the environment, like when it's a sudden change in the environment, like a real soldier is going steadfast. They're going to stay the same. They're not going to let any little shift in the environment like move them mentally, right? So little things like that don't move me. If I got to get wet, let me get wet because I know I'm covered. You know what I mean? And when I say I know I'm covered, that still went over a lot of people's head, man. Gotta have a strong mindset, man. No matter what you do, no matter what, especially nowadays, man, what's going on Earth, gotta have a strong mindset, man. Especially with the AI nowadays. You know, a lot of people they use AI in the right way, but a lot of people out there they using AI in the wrong way. You know, like right now, it's a lot of people right now, man. They wake up every single day, and their main focus, their their whole existence, they're waking up trying to figure out what they gonna do wrong today, what they gonna steal today, who they gonna scam today, what can they get away with today. That's their main focus, man. Like you gotta change the way how you think. You gotta change the way how you go about life. You know what I mean? A lot of people they look down to people with a positive mindset. They look down at people with a positive attitude. You know, they look down on people that's quote unquote they claim as a so-called leader. I never I never claim myself to be a leader of anything. I always claim myself to be one of the guys, right? But I noticed that I've noticed that wherever I gone, whatever circle I'm in or whatever group I'm in, they always put this title on me, man. And I do not want this title. And why do they put this title on me? Because I speak out on righteousness. And you got to understand that the devil, the evil man, an evil man, they don't want you to speak out on righteousness, right? An evil man, they don't want you to call them out. They want everybody to fall in line. They want everybody to go with the flow. You know what I mean? They want to be able to like do things to you and they want you to stay blinded. They don't want nobody in the group to have the nerve to like call you out. But guess what? I didn't ask for that. I did not ask to be that person, man. That's just the gift from God, man, and I can't fight it. You know, at least I can't fight it no more. I just know that if somebody coming to me, they come to me with like truth and right. I know that and facts. You know, like um, the other day I was at the job, right, and it was something that I was doing that was against the company, something I was doing that was against the company policy, right? And they approached me the right way and they explained it to me, and I owned it, man. I owned it, and I understand the policy. But guess what? If somebody come to me, man, and they come to me with lies, ain't nobody gonna come to me with no lies, man. Cause I'm gonna tell them straight up, man. Like you going to hell for that. Like coming to me with lies. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of people out there right now. They're getting used. They're getting abused. They're getting mistreated because they don't know. They do not know. You know what I mean? You got companies. You got leaders in companies, especially food service, man. You got to understand how food service is how it's made up. It's set up where they got a lot of bonuses tied into management. If they meet certain type of goals, spend less money and stuff like that, the management get more bonus, right? Later, management get more bonus, man. You should see you should see how and the things some of these managers would do to sell out to get bonuses, man. You know what I mean? Not taking care of their drivers, not taking care of the employees, not buying equipment and stuff like that. Find any excuse in the book to take drivers' money, not want to give drivers their well deserved raise. Anything in the book, man. you know, like if you're trying to figure out a way to like not spread the money across the board, right? Shouldn't we just label that as stealing? It's a sin. So mankind nowadays, man, is just greedy, man. Greedy. They want everything. Mankind nowadays, man, they will sell their soul for some gold. Like I used to joke on my live when I used to do my truck driver lives, right? And I used to have this. I used to say this joke that I used to say this joke that a man would bend over to drive a Range Rover, right? I used to joke around and try to rhyme and stuff like that. But when you really think about it, it's true. On the limits of some of these things that these people would do. Clean your mind up, man. Get your mind right. Focusing on the wrong thing, man. Keep swiping away on your phone, swiping on the wrong thing. You're stopping on the wrong thing. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody out there, man. If you listen to this right now, let me know where you're checking in from. And as I'm telling you, it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna fall off this channel. I'm in this school zone right now, and I'm thinking to myself, right? It's supposed to go like 20 miles an hour, and I'm looking at this cop. I'm like, it's so funny. It's so funny. Like, shout out to the police officers out there, man. I'm riding through the school zone, but I'm looking at this motorcycle cop, man, and he got a crazy look on his face, man. Just do your job, man. It's not that serious. Well, it is serious because we don't want nobody to be speeding in the school zone and stuff like that. But do your job, man. I mean, you guys got to see the look on his face. Like he got to look on his face, like, hey, look at me, I'm a cop. Just do your job, man. That's the last ticket I wanted to get a ticket in the school zone, man. People shouldn't even think about speeding in the school zone anyway. You know what I mean? Shouldn't even think about it, man. But yeah, today gonna be a good day, man. I'm trying to go watch my nephew play some football tonight, stuff like that. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Got to get a little oil change on my car. My car got Hey, this car has been good to me, man. I think I got 138,000 miles on my car right now. So it's been good. And I do like normally like, you know, the average person who got 138,000 miles on their car, they would think that they need a new car. I don't need a new car, man. My car is fine. I keep my car in good shape. Thank God. My car is fine. Go get a oil change and I run it for another 10 to 15,000 miles. One thing I hate about I hate going to Lexus to get an oil change, right? Every time I go to Lexus to get an oil change, the people over there, they're always asking me if I want to trade in my car. No, I'm not trading in my car. I want to get an SUV, but I'm not trading in my car. I'm just gonna get a little used SUV. It's either gonna be I'm waiting for the CX-70 or the CX-90 to get a little. Probably wait one more year or a couple more months, and I'm gonna get me a used CX-90. That's what I'm going for. That's exactly what I'm going for, man. You know, you got to go for what you want in life, man, but put God into it. Put God into everything you do. You know what I mean? But in life, you gotta go for everything that you want. Like, don't give up. A lot of people, it's too easy for them to quit. A lot of people, it's so simple for them to stop achieving what they want to achieve. And if you believe it, you can achieve it. You know, and that's real, man. Oh my gosh, you had the right of way, woman. There's nothing bothers me than people that don't know how to drive, how to nothing bothers me is people that don't know their rules of the road, man. Especially when it comes to roundabouts. Like when you have the right of way, just keep going. Technically, if everybody like the way a roundabout is designed, right? If everybody drives slow enough, like technically nobody's really supposed to stop like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's Friday. Hope everybody enjoy the rest of their day. I'll be easy out there.